Story of Hanukkah. We say, Nes Gadol Haya Sham. A great miracle happened there. I once heard, I think it's from the Maharal, who says, what does it mean, Sham? There. Sham doesn't mean there, just like there in Yerushalayim. Sham means there, as in not here, not the way normal people think. A great miracle happened because we didn't think the way regular people think. We didn't settle for mediocrity. We didn't throw in the towel. We thought way above. Our minds were there. That's where the Maccabim, that's where the Chashmonaim were. Sham. And the word Sham is throughout the entire Hanukkah. We have the word Shemen. Right? Oil. What does oil do? It rises to the top. You have the shamash. It's the candle that's above all the other ones. It's way above. It's Sham. It's over there. Chashmonaim are Sham. How many days to Hanukkah? There's Shmoina. Sham. Not only that, but the number 8 itself, by the way, right? 8 is infinity on its side. Right? 8 is infinity. It's the number above and beyond. It's not limited. And of course we know not only that, but the Shiva, right? 7. In Judaism, represents all physicality, right? Every object has 6 sides plus the object itself. That's Shiva. That's 7. There are 7 days a week. There are seven notes in an octave. Shmona, 8, is above physicality. It's above nature. It's above the way normal people think. It's not subjecting ourselves to the way regular people think. It's thinking above and beyond. It's going way beyond. It's pushing the limits. It's stepping outside our comfort zone. That's Sham. Shamayim. Neshama. These are metaphysical things. It's above and beyond. Yeah, the challenge seems so great. Yeah, the mountain is huge. How am I going to climb? Insurmountable. How am I going to get over it? I don't know. But I don't have to deal with it the way normal people do. I don't have to approach it the way normal. I don't have to throw in the towel. I don't have to give up. I could be Sham. I can go above and beyond. I'll just end with one story. I remember years ago I was living in Westchester, and I've shared this story with you. It's such a beautiful story. It's not so beautiful, it's more funny. But I was living in Westchester County, and I remember there was a Hebrew school up north in Mount Kisco. And the rabbi asked me if I would come up there and do like a Hebrew school graduation for their Hebrew school, do like a Dvar Torah and sing some songs with the kids, bring a guitar. So I said, I don't mind doing a Dvar Torah, whatever. I'm really not much of a guitarist. So I was a little hesitant about that. But I said, you know what, fine. I'll bring my guitar, I'll try, see what I can do. As I'm driving up, I'm thinking to myself, I'm really not much of a guitarist. I don't know how I'm going to pull this off. But it's just a bunch of kids. They're not really going to know. It's fine. No big deal. But kids, so I get up there. And I stand up in front of the audience of kids. And who's sitting there? Kids and their parents. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, oh my gosh, now I'm starting to sweat. But then I look in the front row and there's a guy who looked familiar. It was Paul Schaefer, the musical director of the David Letterman show for the last 30 years. And he's sitting in front. And now I'm really sweating. Dov and Melech, trying to... Kids are fine. I get through the whole program. I sweat my way, muscle through it. I come up to him at the end and said, no, Paul, what'd you think? What'd you think? He looks at me and he goes, you're really not much of a guitarist. And then he said something I'll never forget. He said, but you don't let that get in the way of what you're trying to do. You don't let that get in the way of what you're trying to do. We don't have to have it all figured out. We just have to try to not let anything get in the way of what we're trying to do. If you know it's the right thing, what's the end result going to be? I don't know. How's it going to work out? I don't know. Do I have to have it all figured out? No. Because the Almighty can do anything. HaKadosh Baruch Hu Kol Yachol, creator of the universe, can do anything. There's nothing impossible for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And what we learn from Hanukkah is that our job, if it's the right thing to do, is to attempt even the impossible.
Thank you for listening to the Guard Your Eyes Daily Chizuk broadcast. Pass them on to your friends and help spread Kedusha in the world.